sometimes things just fall naturally into your lap, as ordered of the gods, and it just kind of falls into your lap, and
where the fuck does he think he's going?
Live. The little red sign says I'm live, and it is so. Hopefully my audio is good. Hopefully you can hear me. It should be the same as if I was on YouTube. So here's the deal. The deal is at afternoon time, it's 12 noon now, 12:18, and I got my furnace man out there working, so obviously I wasn't able to call the ACLU yet. However, I will keep my word. I will be calling the ACLU and finding out what my options are, because I feel like when a service allows a group of people to harass someone for 10 plus years using their service to do it, and then complicit in helping them to do it, which is what YouTube did by disabling my videos, I have no choice but to feel like I have a case, right? Yeah. I feel like I have a case, man. So, that's what's up. Hey, Randy, what's up? You notice, Randy, I don't have a YouTube or a Google anymore. I had to get rid of it. They were gonna, because I insisted that I felt like it was a Muslim terrorist group that attacked us in Las Vegas. YouTube decides that that's hate speech and tried to shut down my channel. Well, before they shut my channel down, I deleted it. Because I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of shutting down my channel. No. I'm going to deny them that joy, if you will. Well, I'll tell you, I don't really have much choice. I have to assume that YouTube supports Islamic terror. I mean, think about it. When there's videos out there about some white accountant doing it, YouTube don't remove the videos. They don't jump on people. No, everything's fine. But the minute you mention that Islam might be the culprit in the Las Vegas shooting, take your videos down, put strikes on your accounts, send you threatening emails saying they're going to shut you down. Why?
Watch this video, stupid.
Ham sandwiches at noon. Ham sandwiches in the evening. Oh boy. Here we go again.
Somebody tell me who is thinking. Who is thinking? Who is thinking? Who is thinking? Who is thinking?
Hey, Stinky!
Folks, Grampy Lobster here. Welcome to the Grampy Lobster Show, right? We do it all here. We know it all, we say it all. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I'll cut your fucking nose off.
He's gonna be there till fucking Monday.
I want you, Vaughn, but you have to promise to clean your nasty underwear and shower every day. God damn. Do you really believe? No. Okay, stop. All right? Listen. If you thought that I didn't bathe for 4 years, which is what the trolls claim. The trolls claim that I have not bathed in 4 years. Okay? That's their claim. Now, if I hadn't bathed in 4 years, the smell coming off of me would literally raise the dead or kill you if you're already alive. Okay? The people in China would be able to smell me coming down the road if I hadn't bathed in 4 years.
I hope you fucking die, piece of shit.
If he gets a little momentum going, I don't know where he's going, but he might get down the street.
Fuck is he going? Where's he going? Nowhere. Where you going, buddy? Nowhere.
Alrighty, folks, it is Unboxing Day. Actually, it is a celebration. Actually, it's a celebration for D-Day was the other day. However, I now have a video in which I can relate my feelings in regards to that, in regards to the greatest generation that ever lived, and who liberated us from communism and fascism, I might point out, and totalitarianism. Because remember, Tojo was a totalitarian. Anyways, big render the salute to all the greatest generation out there. I don't know how many is left. There isn't very many. But to all the World War II vets, of which my father was one, and all of his 8 brothers were one. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure I speak for many, many Americans when we say that without you, we wouldn't probably even be here. Alright, anyways, enough said about that. Like I said, it's Unboxing Day. See what I did there? Unboxing Day, and so we're going to get into it right after these messages. Well, let's get into it. We'll be right back after these messages.
Here's to good friends. There we go. Tonight is kind of special.
Hey, we almost gave up and sent out for pizza. Sorry. All I could get were lobsters and Lowenbrow. All I could get were lobsters and Lowenbrow. Well, it's the last party of the summer. I figured I'd shoot the works.
When you want the taste of a truly great beer, tonight, let it be Lowenbrow.
Well, like the song says, here's to good friends.
You know, sometimes things just fall naturally into your lap, as ordered by the gods, and it just kind of falls into your lap, and
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Hey everyone, Gary Snowflake here. Skeemo Howling Wolf. Fucking watch your video this morning, buddy. You're at it again, huh? Plotting and scheming and scamming people again, trying to get money off everyone for nothing. So what's your fucking dead shit? Come on. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Look, Skeemo, you gotta give people product for the money they spend. You're not giving anything. You know, your live streams, it's like watching the fucking mortuary, you know, crickets in the fucking background. Get that old broad up there, fucking running her face. Nobody wants to fucking listen to that shit for $15 a month. You must be high on fucking crack or something. But you know, you got an email today too. I noticed that video. You know, that guy's probably right, Emo. Your hair's all greasy and nasty. Your fucking shirt's filthy. Take a fucking shower, man. When's the last time you took a fucking shower? 3 weeks ago? Do some fucking laundry, man. Hang a fucking clothesline up outside or some shit. Fucking wash your fucking clothes. You filthy animal. But anyway, Skeemo. You know, you gotta stop scheming on fucking people, scamming people, taking their money for nothing. You know, they've given you enough fucking money. You're not putting anything out. Your fucking channel's dead. You know, I know the poor me fucking pity train fucking took off the fucking station again. And you're quitting at the end of the month. That's a fucking bullshit story. I've read that fucking story a million times. Oh, Skeemo, when I sell the cups, the t-shirts, the hats, people are getting something for their money. Unlike you, they get nothing but fucking lies and bullshit. You know, coming out of your fucking mouth on a daily fucking basis. Oh, Gary's tormenting me. Gary's hurting me mentally, emotionally, and physically. How did I physically harm you? I didn't fucking touch you, you little punk. But, you know, Skeemo, you gotta fucking stop, dude. Everybody's on to you now and your little fucking schemes and shit, so... Anybody out there, don't give any money to fucking Skeemo fucking Howling Wolf, alright? Alright, save your money. Buy yourself something nice. Don't give him shit.
First of all, a Mexican didn't exist until the Spanish conquistadores came over here years ago. And last I checked, the Spanish conquistadores were white as a driven fucking snow.
Does your daughter know that, Charlie? What does your daughter think about that, Charlie? Huh? Does she know? Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
You get you a big bowl, a big microwave-safe bowl. Fill that sumbitch with about 2 cups of water. Dump this shit in there. Throw it in the nuker for about 15-20 minutes. And it's done. And boy, is it good. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
How often, and this is a serious question, I'm not, you know, this isn't some kind of trick question or something. I'm being serious. How often do we sit down and genuinely say to the gods, okay, well, what do you want? You know, what is it that you desire? What is it that you would like to see happen in regards to yourselves and in regards to what you see as you know, the worship of you being? How many people have actually sat down and did that? I could probably count them on my hand. All right. Because most people don't. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Most people don't. I'm guilty of it too. I used to not do that. I used to not ask what God's opinion was of something. Because I either saw it in a book, or I got it from somebody else, and I deferred to their judgment on the matter. instead of going straight to them and saying, okay, well, what do you all want? Well, not too long ago, just a few years ago even, of course it's been quite a few now, but you know, it seems like it's only, hell, it seems like it was only yesterday in some cases. I did exactly that. I sat down, I got quiet and said, okay, well, what do you really want? And so what I'm going to tell you is what I feel they imparted to me. And then you can take that information and do with it as you wish. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
You know, sometimes things just fall naturally into your lap, as ordered by the gods, and it just kind of falls into your lap, and...
Vaughn, remember the mail call videos you used to do? Can you just recite the intro to it? Why, David? That was years ago, and I'm tired. And it's 9 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. 9 bills and all's well, 9 bills and all's well. I need a town crier, man. Maybe we could bring back the town crier. That would give somebody a job. I mean, all you gotta do is stand out there with a fucking bell, ring the fucking bell and say, oh, you know, I hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. You know, bring back the town crier, man. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Let's see. Where'd everybody go? We lost a whole shitload of people. Oh, there she is. Just way up there, okay. You love Pink Floyd? Have you got a working webcam and a microphone, Diane? You want to come in? Say hi? You want to come in and say hi? Hi, 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 hi. Another cookie. Ron, do you still go on Godlike Productions? After I found out the origin of the original holder of that website, no. Well, it's kind of off camera right now. But on my bookshelves back here is all of the greats, all of the literary greats. War and Peace, Iliad and the Odyssey, all of Edgar Allan Poe's shit, all of Robert Frost's shit, Benjamin Franklin, the complete works. I mean, you name it, Moby Dick, Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer, Mississippi Queen, all of your greats, all of your literary greats are all back there on my bookshelves. And yes, I've read every single one of them, at least once. 9 a.m. is 2 bells, not 9 bells. In fact, there is no 9 bells. I'd have thought you'd have known that. Rabbi Tuckman, do you have any idea how many years ago it's been since I studied that shit? Do you? Do you also know that sometimes I plant my tongue firmly in cheek when I say shit? Not everything I say is literal. Not everything I say should be taken so seriously. Do I have any Garfield books? Yeah, actually I do. My cat was an orange tabby cat, and I named him Garfield.
Alrighty, folks. And the little red sign says, we are live, we are live, we are live, and it is so. I'm hearing from the higher-ups here in my area that hopefully before September gets here, we should be back to so-called normal. But as you well know, and as I well know, there are factions out there that are wanting to make this COVID bullshit permanent. They're literally wanting to make it permanent to where that we are under house arrest. Because that's what this is. Let's make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen. This is a form of house arrest. Alright, you cannot go anywhere. You cannot do anything. And if you do, you have to wear a mask or you have to stay 6 feet apart from somebody. Well, Vonhelton, is any of this constitutional? Fuck no. None of this is constitutional. None of this is constitutional. Not one bit of it. Alright? If you're under the auspices that this shit's legal, no way. No way is any of this legal. No way is any of this constitutional. The government does not have the right to forcibly keep you in your home, even if there's a pandemic. Let's say the bubonic plague comes back, which I've heard that in the wings too, by the way, in case the COVID shit doesn't work. They've got the bubonic plague hiding in the wings now, I hear. Hearing through the grapevine. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. Anyway, but yeah, man, supposedly the bubonic plague now is going to make a reoccurrence, just in case the COVID shit doesn't keep you in your home hard enough or fast enough. Now we're gonna get the bubonic plague out there but even if there was a bubonic plague, let's say the bubonic plague strikes the United States right fucking now, and it just starts slaughtering people left and right. People just start dropping in the street, dead. You know what? The government still doesn't have a right to lock you in your house. No, they don't have that right. The government does not have the right to detain you. Anybody that's done any legitimate study of the U.S. Constitution knows that the government does not have the right to sustain you, detain you. They don't have the right to detain you. They don't have the right to quarter troops in your home. That's another thing that might be coming, by the way. Come on now. We gotta use your house to put military troops in. You gotta find some other place to live, because we're gonna put military troops in your home, because obviously this rioting and shit's getting out of control. So we're gonna commandeer your house and put troops in it, and you're gonna have to find another place to live. That's coming. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. That shit's coming. That's what I thought was going to happen this last batch of rioting. But speaking of the rioting, let's talk about that. What is the deal on this rioting? What is the rioting? What does the rioting prove? The rioting proves that the coronavirus is a fucking joke. It's always been a fucking joke, and always will be a fucking joke. Now, that's not to say that it isn't real. That's not to say that it hasn't even killed anybody, because it probably has. Somewhere in the world, somebody probably has died of coronavirus. However, the problem is that we now know for a fact, that it was created in a lab. We have a French scientist who has admitted that it was created in a lab. Okay, so that's not in question. So good old Bomb was right. This shit was cooked up in a fucking lab. Now, not only am I right about that, but I'm also right that it's not a goddamn pandemic. How do we know this? Because of the damn riots we just had from BLM and Antifa. You got thousands of fucking people in the street, all within face of each other, face to face, literally, just about it, because they all squeezed in there like fucking sardines. Is people suddenly start dropping dead from COVID? No, they didn't, did they? You got thousands of people in the street, all bunched up together. They're not falling dead. They're just not. So is it a pandemic? No. A pandemic or an epidemic, folks, is when people are literally dropping dead in the streets. Is that happening? No, it's not. Why did they lock us in our homes? Why did they pull this shit? They pulled this shit when people started going around with their flip phones to hospitals and taking pictures with their flip phones. The hospitals were empty. There was no COVID. There was no COVID problem. The hospitals were empty. All the COVID centers, special response for COVID and all that, all sitting empty. Everything was empty. Okay? And as soon as the government got wind that, people were like, hey, this is bullshit. The hospitals and the emergency centers are all empty. There's no COVID thing going on. We gotta lock you in your home. We gotta lock you in your home. We gotta lock you in your home. And so that's what they did, and worldwide too. And who controls the world, ladies and gentlemen? Oh yeah, 300 elite families. Some call it the Illuminati, some call it Bilderberg, some call it just the 300 lead families, which is what I call it. I don't think we need to use the term Bilderberg or anything of that nature. They're just 300 elite families that currently possess 90% of the Earth's wealth. They refuse to put that wealth back into circulation, which is the exact opposite of what it should be doing. You can't sit there and hoard wealth like that. It's not good for the economy, which they know all too well. And they don't care. They don't care. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about me. But yeah, is COVID legit as far as being a pandemic or epidemic now? And now also we now know for a fact that some of the genetic markers in COVID share the same genetic markers as a common cold. So what are they doing now? What they're doing now is if you have a common cold and you get anywhere near a fucking hospital, they're going to round your ass up and they're going to claim you have COVID, whether you do or not. They're still going to claim it. Why? Because it shares the same genetic markers as the common cold. Alright, so if you have a common cold, they're going to fucking lock your ass up for COVID, whether you got it or not. We just had a recent batch here locally. We just had a recent batch of supposed COVID-19 cases. We had like 10 cases at Walmart and I think 5 at IGA. Even the manager and his wife supposedly contracted COVID. But like I told you, the same genetic markers in a common cold is the same genetic markers in COVID, according to the scientists. Okay, so we'll be right back after these messages.
Anybody who doesn't drink Wilkins coffee ought to be tarred and feathered, right? Wrong! He always was a bad sport.
Things like soiled underwear would, cause me to want to kill her.
This is sad. This is really sad. The people that I gave a platform to speak on, the people who I was kind to, the people who used me for fucking clout are doing nothing but fucking talking shit about me right now. For nothing but an opinion. Making fun of me over an opinion when I let them have their opinion when they wanted it. And they want to pretend that there's some goddamn good people out there, that they're good fucking strong-willed person.
Hey, folks.
People don't listen to me. They don't listen to me. It's always, you're lying. The reason why you see me out of breath all the time is because I know you're busy, treating people like crap and gossiping and just being little gossiping whores and shit. But there's this disease that's been going on, and it's called COVID-19, and people have been catching it by 80,000 now. People have been catching it. I am one of those people who got it really, 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 really early. And I still have been having it and having complications with it. Like a lot of people in America have been having complications with COVID. My husband even has trouble breathing now because of it. COVID causes breathing problems and permanent lung damage. So if you're gonna make fun of me for having permanent lung damage, go ahead, but it really shows what kind of sociopathic monster you are by making fun of someone who's legitly sick and can't help being out of breath. I don't know how many times I've told you stupid motherfuckers, I can't even walk to the bathroom without wanting to fall down and faint because my lungs are that damaged. I can't even smoke anymore because my lungs are that damaged.
I want to say, Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, I repent. I was just on my knees. I took a really bad hit of something, and I had an event. And I threw up a little bit in the toilet. And my Shannon over there delivered me.
What time is Taco Bell open till?
What's that?
What time is Taco Bell open till?
I think 4.
4?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The good ones are open.
Well, it's Taco Bell, they're all the good ones.
True.
What's your favorite thing to eat there?
I like the quesadillas.
I don't know.
They work.
I don't know. 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 I don't
Gotcha. I'm more of one of those, what do they call that thing? The cheesy gordita crunch. That's my jam right there. Sometimes they don't have it on the menu, so it costs like double.
That ain't right.
It's the same thing as it was a month ago. Makes sense. So what'd you choose to move to Colorado for?
I'm going to jail.
Gotcha.
See, I won't go out with a fight. The fact is, really, it would take, what the legal thing is since, you know, we do have freedom of speech, and yes, I support freedom of speech, people can say whatever they like about you unless they start putting, physical harm or threat upon you.
America is a fucking fascist nation that doesn't allow people to use their freedom of speech regardless of the words, if they're offensive or not. We're supposed to be able to say them, right? America? Hey, America. Hey, YouTube. Oh, especially YouTube. Hey, YouTube. I'll talk like Donald Trump. Hey, YouTube. Why don't you suck my dick? Fuck you, YouTube.
They fucking hotboxed Pepsi Center. Hotboxed that shit.
What's up, guys? Jenny for Christ. And I'm just being serious here. Did you know that the military is closing down their ships right now, and everything's being quarantined? The ships are being quarantined right now.
Holy shit. Kings of the East.
This coronavirus is very scary right now, and people really need to prepare, not just, you know, with getting food and water and everything, but really spiritually preparing themselves to die.
Mm-hmm.
It is projected that 87% of the population is going to die because of this.
What the flip? The entire Earth?
87%.
No way.
Is what I saw the last projection.
That's like the Black Plague level shit.
Yeah, that's why they're closing everything down.
That's fucking insane. Pestilence. It's like the magic card pestilence.
We really need to spiritually prepare ourselves, and
Hey, get ready to see Jesus, man.
yeah, you guys really need to get ready to see Jesus, because he's coming.
Yeah, he's coming.
He's coming. In the Bible it says that he will come, or there'll be no flesh left. What if he meant this coronavirus? Corona means sun. Sun virus. The lake of fire. I don't know. It's getting like really scary now, this coronavirus. If they're close. Oh, I saw that. Government, I'm not trying to cause a panic. I'm trying to be spiritual with people. Don't worry, NSA. I love you. I want you to be spiritually prepared too. All of us need to. Because I'm really fearing that all of us are going to die soon. And a lot of us. And I love you people, and I don't want to lose any of you. But what I'm seeing, it's killed the vice president of Iran, the coronavirus. The Pope is sick. And I'm just seeing it get worse and worse and worse after this. It's not only that. It's not only that. Space Force is talking about there's an outside threat in space right now, and they don't know if it's good or bad, but they're preparing for the worst.
If I had the universe button, destroyer button, I would press that motherfucker in a second. That's how I'm feeling. I want to nuke the universe, folks. Do you see the name of this guy that's in my stream here? Grampy Lobster? I can't believe that I actually respected this guy. I can't believe that I had feelings of empathy or sympathy or fucking even feeling like this guy's compadre. Ever. I'm ashamed of myself, folks. Do you understand how it feels to be ashamed of yourself? But you know what? That's a good thing. You know why, folks? Because with the understanding that you have been loving on somebody that's an absolute sack of shit, that has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. You realize this. Hey, how you doing, Stumpy? So you realize this fact, and do you know what happens, folks? You get this feeling of liberation. Like, holy fuck, I wasted my time with this cocksucker. I'm doing pretty good today, Stumpy. How are you? Thank you for asking. How are you, Stumpy? As we speak right now, that piece of shit is live. Talking about my wife. Again. The new thing now is doing Shannon review videos. So I guess you are officially a celebrity. Can we say that's a fact?
And making fun of my mental health. Which I flagged, by the way.
Yeah, I thought Grampy Lobster was supposed to be this pillar of moral virtue. Because that's the way you act, dude. You and Big C both had this tendency to act like your shit doesn't stink. And you know, you try to act humble. Oh, I would never give advice to people about a relationship. You did. You gave me tons of advice in a room for about 2 hours, and then you found out that Shannon kind of thinks that Charlie Manson might be pretty much innocent, which is true. But we're not going to debate that again. And you just throw her under the bus as quick as she ever came up, dude. All of you did. Thanks for the like. Thumbs the video up, guys. Alright, because I got this frickin' thing right here, which shows you I'm part of the team, bruh. So, God, that looks so... Anyway. Bro, you need to tell your girl how to actually wear a shirt. Okay? You gotta inform your wife how buttons work or a zipper. Because I'm freaking sick of having to watch your videos and her videos where she's basically got her breasts just for the world to see. I thought you were a Christian, man. Like, you're disgracing the family. And I like that you give to charity and stuff, and that's great. And you can ignore me all you want, I don't care. But all I'm gonna say is, dude, I'm gonna say, bro, like blood bro, that you need to get your wife in order, dude. She's just crazy. She's insane. She's literally just walking around the house almost bare-breasted. And if you're gonna be a fucking Paul, which of course is a fucking fake name and you know it, that's not your name. But we're not gonna go there. You
are being disgraceful to the family because she's acting like a harlot. She's playing the harlot, and you're letting her play the harlot, and it's crazy. She's got these dresses on that her coochie's almost showing. It's like she could do that before she was a frickin' Paul, but now, like, you're the husband, bro. You got to do something, and your wife is just running around like a husky, man. There's a promotion right now for you to sign up for, what is it, Shannon? 3 months for $74, right? And the first 10 people who sub, get this, get half off, okay? So, folks, what are you gonna get on Just Fans? Well, as we say, things change, right? People change. And, well, let's just say that if you subscribe to that channel, you're well, first of all, the profile, her name now is Shani, the number 4. Christ. She's got a new avatar, which is really chill looking and freaking amazing, pink and black avatar. And guess what you see on the front of her page, basically? It's cleavage. So you have an idea of what you're gonna get there. Yep, it's gonna happen. Okay? She wants to do this, and I'm blessing it as the husband. I'm blessing it. I'm gonna say it's gonna be great for her, and she's gonna be happy doing it. So if you want to see that stuff,
What up? Sorry for the coughing. I got a little coffee today. How are you, my people? I have a very important announcement that I didn't say, but I have been kind of lingering on for the last few weeks. I quit my porn. For various reasons. Even though I was very successful at it, and I thank everyone who bought my OnlyFans, thank you. It was first of all, Jason was beginning to feel uncomfortable with it. And I ended up getting sick, and that completely stopped it and halted it to a complete stop. Because, when you don't feel good, you don't feel sexy. And I remember making my last video with me doing a live stream in the bath talking about how it's not sexy when you're not feeling good. But it gave me time to think and made me realize that God teaches you sometimes to show compassion toward others in weird ways, and I think that's why he threw me in the porn business like he did, is so I could have compassion for those who do pornography and not be a judgmental twat burger over it. Because I was horrible to Trisha Paytas over her going in porn, and I understand why she did it, and I'm sorry for ever treating you like that. I was a skankwad. I'm gonna not ever do that again and judge people like that who do porn, because I understand how it works now. And I'm happy I have that understanding how it works now. Hi, G-Man. I literally tried to watch your new video on your GTV network, but around the 20th mark, a really bad scumbag came into your room, and I'm sorry, I just don't have the stomach to even watch it. I can't watch it. It's now tainted with scumbaggery. So I'm sorry, G-Man, I can't watch this video. I got to the 23 mark, but the seeing that scumbag's face and hearing that scumbag's voice, it's just a huge turnoff. So G-Man, in the future, if you want me to watch your videos, just kick off the scumbag right away and not even engage in him, because he doesn't want conversation, and you know that as well as I do. He just wants something to giggle about because he's a loser with no life. So let's just remember he's a loser with no life and no education anymore because all the schools are down. Until the rest of the school year, apparently now. So, I just want to say, I love you, brother, but he is a turnoff, and I don't want to see him on your channel, or I'm not going to watch your content. So, that's what I want. You can do whatever you want with your channel, bro, but I can't stomach this bastard. So just know, I love you, but I can't stomach the bastard. He makes me want to vomit. Anyway, you have a wonderful day. I love you, brother. Call me. I'll be open to talk to you. Today, I have nothing to do. Shabbat shalom, by the way. Jesus is really close, so close. Thank God we're almost off this rock. Oh my God, I hate it here so bad, and I know you do. So let's just praise Jesus today and forget that scumbag even existed. So peace and Maranatha, G-Man.
You're listening to Magic 98.9.
Well, you know what? I'm going to step it up a level. I'm going to pwn my self. There.
COVID causes breathing problems and permanent lung damage. So if you're gonna make fun of me for having permanent lung damage, go ahead, but it really shows what kind of sociopathic monster you are by making fun of someone who's legitly sick and can't help being out of breath. I don't know how many times I've told you stupid motherfuckers, I can't even walk to the bathroom without wanting to fall down and faint because my lungs are that damaged. I can't even smoke anymore because my lungs are that damaged. I can't even get, like, you know the thing with, like, the ball that you blow into, the when you have to, like, reach the, I can't even do full capacity of that anymore. I can't. So, I don't know why you're making fun of me for something that I have, and then you're saying, oh, you don't have it, you can't possibly have it. How could I possibly not have it? Everyone's getting it. 1 out of 3 Americans are getting it. But no, it's because of me, it's me. I have to be automatically lying, even though with your stupid little fucking eyes, you're obviously seeing someone who has lung damage.
Maybe I'm not lying. Maybe I tell the truth. Maybe it's just in your head that I make things up and I lie. Maybe I'm not.
God. It's like, oh, I see something wrong with someone. I gotta quickly, rudely point it out. Is that how it works? Is you see something wrong with someone, you have to fucking point it out like they don't fucking know? You guys are assholes. Simple as that. Learn how to be respectful to people. Learn how to try not to be rude and trigger someone who, you know, can be triggered. I don't know, maybe that. Maybe actually become a decent human being instead of making fun of them for something they can't fucking help.
Oh, you're so damaged.
Here I am making a video, feeling good because, you know, I've been really working hard, even though I can't breathe. Fuck. So, I can't be happy with anything I do without you little fuckers being rude and condescending. And don't say, oh, it's constructive criticism. No, that's a guise you hide under. You know, what it is simple as this. Harassment. Because you know what? Harassment is any unwanted or unneeded attention. Unwanted or unneeded attention. And since I said, please stop, leave me alone so many fucking times, and you continue to do it, it's not constructive criticism anymore. It's harassment. Because it's unwanted. I don't want criticism from you guys online, from strangers online. Why would anyone want criticism? And then there's these little thing where people are saying, you need to be held accountable. Why the fuck should I be held accountable to strangers on the internet? Held accountable to you for what? For what? What have you done for me? Nothing. Absolutely goddamn dog shit. Other than slam my name down in the fucking ground. That's what you've done for me. Oh, thank you so much for slamming my name in the fucking ground. After I helped you so fucking much, you fucking asshole. That is the freaking story. Is I can't do anything without some asshole telling me I should feel bad about myself. You know, I hold myself accountable. All you stupid motherfuckers, I don't need to tell you if I hold myself accountable. Just like you don't have to tell people to hold yourself accountable. No people on the internet should hold people fucking accountable who don't even know them, where the event hasn't even happened to him. Here's the thing, here's a little secret. All the times you've seen me go off on someone, it wasn't me going off on someone without them deserving it. These are people who've been harassing me for years, and they take those clips and they use it against me. They use it against me, and then they're like, she erases her videos because she didn't want to show everyone what kind of horrible human being. No, I erase my videos because I really don't want the memories and the constant name calling and the constant people harassing me all the fucking time.
Triggered. Someone needs to volunteer and take care of her. I'm just saying. Someone needs to fucking volunteer and take care of her. I've already called Jesus to the court right now. I've already called Jesus. I was like, Jesus, you need to take care of this nutcase. She is seriously fucking up our fucking country right now by her stupid fucking pork barrel fucking thing she wants to put in the goddamn fucking relief bill. That has nothing to do with COVID-19. What she wants to do is make what she wants to put in the bill is a stupid fucking thing that will create it easy for people to create voter fraud. What does that have to do with COVID-19? It's fucking voter fraud, or voting. Nothing. Not only that, she wants to get more money for windmill technology. What does that have to do with relieving Americans of what they need? I can't stand fucking Nancy Pelosi. Someone, volunteer. What we need to do is we just need to go and just get her out for treason. Because she is being treasonous to the American people. And let's just think of what her district in California looks like. It's pretty much fucking tent cities. She doesn't give a fuck about the American people. She definitely doesn't give a fuck about California. What she gives a fuck is her getting her shit and having her progressive little worldview be pulled out. Listen, you old fucking bitch, why don't you pay for it yourself? You made so much money the 30 years you've been in fucking Congress, and you've done nothing for the American people, but do everything for your selfish little nitwit fucking low brain self. I fucking hate you, bitch. I want you dead. That's how much I hate you. I can't wait for the good Lord to give you coronavirus so you just lie there suffering, not being able to breathe, so you can feel just like everyone else is feeling right now while you're just sitting there wanting more fucking special shit for your fucking selfish ass.
Here locally, we just had a recent batch of supposed COVID-19 cases. We had like 10 cases at Walmart and I think 5 at IGA. Even the manager and his wife supposedly contracted COVID. But like I told you, the same genetic markers in the common cold is the same genetic markers in COVID, according to the scientists. Okay, so could these people just have a strain of the common cold? Yeah, they could. Could they just have ordinary flu? Yeah, they could. But they're going to call it COVID because they want to keep the scare tactic going. They want to keep the scare tactic going. Now, you do have some pockets of resistance against this global bullshit rising up finally. And in some of the most unlikely places too. But be assured that they're going to try and keep this scare tactic going for as long as they can. Our own governor here in the state of Kentucky has, like I said, got his 12 bullet points that he wants to meet before he lifts the ban on going out in public. The problem is that his 12 bullet points are totally unrealistic because COVID-19 is not real, at least not in the real that they claim. It's just not. It's just not. It is not a global pandemic. It is not a deadly disease. People are not dropping dead in the streets. They're just not. Now, again, let me stress that I'm not saying that COVID is not real. I'm not saying that people have not died from it. They have. But is it a pandemic? Is it an epidemic? Is people literally dropping dead in the streets? No. The riots from BLM and Antifa have proven this. Okay, none of those people dropped dead. None of those rioters dropped dead. Not a single one of them. They didn't even get sick. Nobody got sick from all those riots. And you said, well, that's crazy. No, they didn't. If they had, it would be in the news. Is it in the news? No. They never got sick. Not a one. Not a single one got sick. Alright, so, COVID is bullshit. At least as far as the severity of it. Okay? It's total bullshit. We know it's real, though, because French scientists have told us that it's real. We know that it's killed people because that's been corroborated. But is it to the point of being a pandemic or epidemic? Is it to the point to where that we have to be cowering in our homes? No, it's not. No, it's not. And even if you did get it, according to the president and the vice president and several other people, all you gotta do is take that hydrococaine or whatever the hell it is, and you're good to go, man. They put you on a ventilator for, I don't know, maybe a week or two, and they give you the hydrococaine, and you're good to go. Now, I can't take hydrococaine because it causes heart palpitations. So I guess I'm fucked, right? But for those of you that can take it, you're good to go. But yeah, man, it's fucking stupid. Fucking ridiculous. COVID-19, like I said, we're hearing here locally in my area that we hope to be out of this shit by September. I hope that's the case. Because this is getting ridiculous. Folks, businesses are losing money by the trillions. Trillions. Okay, trillions of dollars are being lost every fucking day that America is in lockdown. This is why Trump is pushing to get this shit over and done with. Okay, this is why he keeps encouraging the states to lift the ban. We're losing trillions of dollars a day. Every day that this COVID bullshit continues, that's another $1 trillion America has lost on a whole, on a national level. All right. And so for the states that carry this out too long, it's just going to get worse. I read a report. I forget who it was. It was a European country, Switzerland, Sweden, somebody. And they totally ignored the ban and let their people roam free. And yes, they lost some people. They lost, I think, 5%, 4%, 5%. Over 5% of their people dropped. But the peak hit, and when the peak hit, the people that remained were all immune. They were all immune, and there's no problem. They call it a hit point. Right? You get to a certain point in loss of life from a particular disease, and in the community, it's called herd immunity. All right, hit point for short. And once you reach that hit point, nobody else dies. So yes, they lost 5% of their population, which is a tragedy. Obviously, there's no doubt about it. But they didn't have to forfeit their freedom. And once that hit point was reached, everybody was immune at that point, and nobody else got sick and died. And I read the report. I don't know if did I say that damn report? I might have said it. I hope I did. Let me see if I said that report. So many links, I need to start categorizing. It was Sweden. Okay, it was Sweden. Technocracy, news, and trends. Sweden was right after all. The rest of the world was punked. Why is the media so fixated on Sweden's coronavirus policy? What difference does it make? Sweden settled on a policy that they thought was both sustainable and would save as many lives as possible. They weren't trying to show anyone up or prove how smart they were. They simply took a more traditionalist approach that avoided a full-scale lockdown. That's all. But that's the problem, isn't it? And that's why Sweden has been so harshly criticized in the media. Because they refused to do what everyone else was doing. They refused to adopt a policy that elites now universally support, a policy that scares people into cowering submission. The Swedish model is a threat to the approach because it allows people to maintain their personal freedom even in the midst of a global pandemic. Ruling class elites don't want that. That is not in their interest. What they want is for the people to meekly accept the rules and conditions that lead to their eventual enslavement. That's the real objective. Complete social control, saving lives, has nothing to do with it. Sweden opposed that approach, which is why Sweden has to be destroyed. It's that simple. Of course, none of this has anything to do with Sweden's fatality rate, which is higher than some, but lower than others. Sweden has 543 deaths per million, which means roughly 1 death in every 2,000 people. But like every other country, the vast majority of Swedish fatalities are among people 70 years and older with underlying health conditions. 90% of the country's deaths have been among these over 70. Sweden was not successful in protecting the people in its elderly care facilities, so large numbers of them were wiped out following the outbreak. Sweden failed in that regard, and they've admitted they failed. Even so, the failures of implementation do not imply that the policy is wrong. Quite the contrary. Sweden settled on a sustainable policy that keeps the economy running, preserves an atmosphere of normality, and exposes its young, low-risk people to the infection, thus moving the population closer to the ultimate goal of herd immunity. Presently, Sweden is very close to reaching herd immunity, which is a condition in which the majority have developed antibodies that will help fend off similar SARS-CoV infections in the future. Absent a vaccine, herd immunity is the best that can be hoped for. It ensures that the future outbreaks will be less disruptive and less lethal. Take a look at an excerpt from an article at the Off Guardian, which helps explain what's really going on. Quote, Sweden's health minister understood that the only chance to beat COVID-19 was to get the Swedish population to a herd immunity threshold against COVID-19, and that's exactly what they have done. The herd immunity threshold hit for COVID-19 is between 10 to 20%. The fact gets less press than any other. Most people understand the basic concept of herd immunity and the math behind it. In the early days, some public health officials speculated that COVID-19's hit was 70%. Obviously, the difference between a hit of 70% and a hit of 10 to 20% is dramatic. And the lower the hit, the quicker the virus will burn out as it loses its ability to infect more people, which is exactly what COVID-19 is doing everywhere, including the U.S., which is why the death curve above looks the way it looks. Scientists from Oxford, Virginia Tech, and the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine all recently explained the hit of COVID-19 in this paper. We searched literature for estimates of individual variation in propensity to acquire or transmit COVID-19 or other infectious diseases and overlaid the findings as vertical lines in Figure 3. Most CB estimates are comprised between 2 and 4, a range which naturally acquired immunity to SARS-CoV-2 may place population over the herd immunity threshold once as few as 10 to 20% of its individuals are immune. Naturally acquired herd immunity to COVID-19 combined with earnest protection of the vulnerable elderly, especially nursing home and assisted living facility residents, is an eminently reasonable and practical alternative to the dubious panacea of mass compulsory vaccination against the virus. Okay, let me stop. This is a very lengthy article, but let me stop right there. Did you hear what they said? The herd mentality immunity requires no vaccine. Let me say that again. Herd immunity requires no vaccine. Let me read it verbatim from here again. Okay. Naturally acquired herd immunity to COVID-19, combined with earnest protection of the vulnerable elderly, especially nursing home and assisted living facility residents, is an eminent, reasonable, and practical alternative to the dubious panacea of mass compulsory vaccination against the virus. If you hit your 10 to 20% herd immunity threshold, you don't need a vaccine. You don't need a vaccine. You don't need a vaccine. So Bill Gates' candy is not required and not wanted. Thank you very fucking much. So, now this is a rather lengthy article. I will provide the link for the article down below. But 10 to 20% of the population got sick and died, which obviously is tragic. It's a sad thing. However, Sweden now cannot get sick from SARS or COVID or anything related to those diseases because the population now has herd immunity. So if another SARS-CoV type strain attacks, the people of Sweden will not get sick. They just will not. No one in Sweden is cowering in their home right now. No one. They're all out on the street, acting normally, no mask, no nothing, doing exactly what they've been doing for years. You know, going to work, you know, being productive members of society. They totally rejected the global elitist plan of keeping their citizens locked in their homes. And it worked. Because now Sweden is completely immune from SARS-CoV. Completely immune. That SARS-CoV could hit Sweden again tomorrow, and nobody's going to get sick because they all build up immunity. Their antibodies have all built up immunity to the sickness. No more. COVID now to a Swedish person is no different than a common cold, which, like I said before, markers in the common cold and markers in COVID-19 are very similar, if not identical. That's not by coincidence, I might add. But like I said, it's a very lengthy article, but it's all documented, and even the media is pissed at Sweden because Sweden didn't listen to the global elites. Understand, folks, that all the media of the world is controlled by 5 corporations, and those 5 corporations are controlled by the 300 elite families, the globalists, if you will. Globalists, that's what you call them, because they don't adhere to any particular country. So we call them globalists. But these 300 families control the media, they control technology, they control pretty much everything. And that's why they need to be brought to justice, but that's another video for another day. But anyways, but yeah, it's a very lengthy article, but I will include it down below when this is done. And y'all can read it at your own perusal. That's going to do it for me, but yeah, SARS is a joke. COVID-19 is a joke. Once you build up herd immunity, you're good to go. Don't need a vaccine. Let me say that again. You don't need a vaccine if you have herd immunity. You don't need one. Your body has built up antibodies to fight the disease off. It will be no more worse than the common cold is today. No more worse. Okay, that's gonna do it for me. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Mark. How y'all doing? But yeah, it's fascinating shit, right? Totally unnecessary. I may do a video on this. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I may do a video on this, but yeah, man. It's all a joke, man. I mean, you've seen Antifa and BLM out in the streets, nose to nose in some cases. Nobody got sick and died. Nobody fell down dead. It didn't happen. It just didn't fucking happen. Alright, so it's a joke, man. It's a joke. You know, that's not to say it ain't real, but it is to say that it's not a pandemic or an epidemic or any of those other demics. Pandemic is demic even a word? No, it's a suffix, but it's not a word. Not a word in of itself, but it is a suffix, right? But yeah, man, total bullshit. But my local people here are saying that they hope to be out of this bullshit by September. But like I said, our governor, instead of opening Kentucky back up, has decided to close it down again. But keep in mind, do not get anywhere near anyone if you have a common cold, because they're going to claim you got COVID-19 and they're going to lock your ass up. They're going to put you in quarantine, literally. They will literally put you in quarantine. So if you got the common cold, stay the fuck away from hospitals, doctors, nurses, public places. Don't go anywhere near them. Because they'll claim you have COVID-19. Again, let me stress again. The same genetic markers in the common cold are found in COVID-19. Bada boom. Okay? Do not go anywhere if you have the common cold. Because they'll swear up and down you have COVID-19. They'll quarantine your happy ass. And that'll be the end of you. That'll be the end of you. Don't do it. Do not do it. Alright. 30 minutes? Really? I've been talking for 30 minutes? Fuck me. 25:34 it says. 25 minutes. I can't believe I've been talking that long. Can you? Seemed like it was only 5 minutes, didn't it? Alright, anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Y'all have a pleasant day, and a better one.
Well, as a sorcerer, you know, I can beseech the gods who can impart knowledge and power to me to do good to people. I mean, I healed my cat. And it dovetails to what I was saying on my Facebook, you know, because this morbidly obese Christian by the name of Shanny for Christ was on YouTube.
I'm not doing very good right now. It feels like my bones are shattering in half. You know what I mean? You ever go through that? I don't know. Is this like a fibro thing? Because seriously, I woke up at 3:30 in the morning, just like in horrible, horrible pain in my back. Just awful.
Yeah. Grampy Lobster, you're next. I got a fork with your name on it. With a stab you in the eye, you fucking prick. I hate you. I hope you fucking die. Piece of shit.